What is up, guys? This is Soar Sketchy here, bringing you another Pokemon Online Wi-Fi battle. As you can see, I am using my Drizzle team because I do enjoy running the Drizzle since it gives my Hurricane 100% accuracy. Let's get on with the gameplay. So he leads with his Toxicroak, and I send out my Blissey. I'm actually going to switch out and send in my Haxorus as he goes for a Bulk Up. I go for an EQ, and I thought I could one-hit KO this Toxicroak, but that is not the case. But it doesn't really matter because he goes for the Substitute. He's going to make the really obvious prediction here as I go for another Earthquake. Right now, I'm going to switch out because my Haxorus can't really do anything as it's Choice Banded and locked into Earthquake. I'm fearing the Draco Meteor right now. So I'm going to switch into my Scizor to take that. It takes it not too well. Lost 60% of his health, but with the special attack drop, I know I can take another one. So I'm just going to Roost Up right here. He switches back into his Toxicroak just as a death fodder, I guess. I go for a Bullet Punch and take it out. Now what he's going to do here is actually pretty interesting. He sends out his Rotom Wash against my Scizor. I'm not really sure what it can do against my Scizor, to be honest. So I'm just going to go for Swords Dance as he reveals he does have the Thunder. Now right here, I was hoping that Thunder was max damage. As you can see, it did barely over half. Now I did get some leftover recovery. So I was hoping that was max damage. I could survive another one. But unfortunately, it does get the crit. I'm not really sure if that was max damage or not. Anyways, I'm going to switch out into my Haxorus and go for an Earthquake. And I made a stupid move right here because Earthquake actually doesn't affect the Rotom Water or Rotom Wash. So I'm actually just going to switch out right here. I was actually trying to predict whether or not he would go for the Volt Switch. So I switch into my, what do I switch into? I switch into my Blissey as he switches into his Politoed. And which is really good for me because now I don't have to send out my own Politoed. He did it for me. So I'm just going to go for the Hurricane right away. But he actually goes for the Protect just as, because he probably predicted that I would go for the Hurricane. He goes for the Ice Beam, which almost takes me out. But then I die to Poison damage, which really sucks because now my Tornado is really... I can't use this team like I meant for it to be used. But whatever. He's just going to Protect again as I go for the Focus Blast. He Toxics me. I take him out with the Focus Blast. I probably should have protected there, to be honest, because I saw that he used Toxic earlier. But whatever. He sends out his Ferrothorn, which really, to me, I don't think Ferrothorn is a good Pokemon because most people do run at least one Fire type, so having a quadruple weakness isn't really a good thing. Plus, I think Tentacruel or Skarmory would probably be a better entry hazard setup, to be honest. So I'm gonna take the chance right here to set up my rocks because he can't really do anything to me. And I'm going to go for the Fire Blast and try to take him out. And he seeds me. So I was kind of tempted to switch out into my Blissey, but I decided against it because he would have gotten some more recovery damage with his Ingrain. And Blissey Flamethrower actually doesn't do that much damage depending on the EVs that you're running. So he sends out his Scizor right here. I'm really afraid of the close combat. So I switch out to my Politoed. There's nothing else I have that can really take a close combat. He takes it pretty well. He only loses a third of his HP. And it doesn't really matter what he does now. He just U-turns into his Latios. I'm going to go for the Hypnosis. And I'm really happy that it actually hit because, you know, it only has, 60% accuracy. So I can go for the Ice Beam right here to take out the Latios. But unfortunately, he wakes up and he does hit the Thunder, which takes out my Politoed, which is kind of unfortunate. But doesn't matter in the end. I'm going to use a T-Bolt on it as he switches out into his Scizor. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go for the Flamethrower just to see how much damage it would do because I was afraid of another close combat. Or not close combat, superpower. And I knew I could take at least one superpower from a Scizor, so I tried to go for the Soft Bow, but he actually makes a good play and goes for the Swords Dance because if he superpowers my Blissey with a boost of Swords Dance, he can one-hit KO it. But right there, I just used my Tyranitar as a death fodder to take out his Pokemon. Now he goes out into his Latios. He uses Draco Meteor, and with the special attack drop, I can't outstall this thing. So I'm just going to keep Soft Boil while he keeps using Draco Meteor. I was kind of tempted to switch out there, but I didn't really want any of my other Pokemon taking any damage. Right there, I'm just going to go for a T-Bolt to take it out. And he says he hates Blissey right there. I thought that was kind of funny. I mean, Blissey's are a pretty good wall, so I don't really know why you wouldn't run one on your team, to be honest. So now, all he has left is Rotom Wash, I mean. So I can just Toxic Stall this thing out because he can't really do anything to me. Really, Rotom Washes only come in handy when you're playing against either like a Fire type or more commonly probably a water type because it can use a volt switch, which does actually do a lot of damage. So he's just gonna forfeit right there because he realizes he can't do anything, and that will be the game, which you just lost. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I probably won't do many other OU battles because I don't really like them. They're too sweeper based for me, so I'm probably gonna go back to either an NU or an RU team. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm signing out.